He had this big, giant fucking
green station.
Yeah, the aquarium it was called. He's like, you want to ride to the skate park? Because they would all talk like that for whatever, they thought it was fun to talk like that. Get on the hood, it's hood ride time. And I would literally have to climb up and hang on the hood of his car and drive the 1.5 to 2 miles from his house to the skate park on major fucking city streets.
Pretty heavy 40 mile an hour street.
You know?
Yeah, right around 1979, 1980. You know, I met Neil and Lance. Jeff Grosso and Eric Nash were just little kids.
He was the first guy I saw skateboarding when I walked into Whittier.
You showed up to Skate City and you knew who these guys were. They were there every day.
He really stood out to us. He was a little bit taller. He was really awkward looking because he wore glasses.
It was basically these new breed of goofball kids.
I had a giant fluorescent orange Pro-Tech that I'd gotten for Christmas. And John comes in, calls me Blockhead. So everybody starts calling me Blockhead. And then I get in the car to go home that night and cry my little 11-year-old eyes out.
But I took a liking to them, and they were just wanted to learn everything. So I'd teach them how to tail drop and teach them how to do this and that.
John Lucero taught me how to skateboard, period.
Those years really molded my life, made me the friends who I still have today.
His real story is he got thrown out of the skate park for life.
And I was just like, no! It was the worst day of my life because that was my life.
Just hijinks, you know?
Duct tape Mark puts and put him in the trash can and throw him in the bottom of the kidney.
You know, somebody peed in a squirt gun, and it's actually, you know, someone's squirting the girls.
But at this point, they spent a lot of time in the parking lot, looking into the skate park. So they started mimicking all the tricks on the curbs.
You know, the advent of the street skate.
Just screaming down the curbs like, ah! Like making these noises and like, hot stuff. You know, they're just in the parking lot going, wait a minute, outside sounds funner right now, you know?
Did I invent the slappy? I hope not, man.
I've always said John made it up. John says I made it up.
I named it the slappy. You know, that's what I always called it.
We go out in the parking lot and everything and kind of take on stuff that he was doing or not doing. And he was looking at what Neil was doing. So I think people were feeding off each other. Stacy and Stesic and those guys came by.
And he goes, we want to send you some of these new street boards we're working on, and this is going to be the future of skateboarding.
Their response was, can you just get us back into the skate park? All we want to do is ride the poles.
We're just pretending, you know, this is just fun, you know, but you saw something in it, you know?
He was really the catalyst for a whole early movement of street skating before the ollie and everything came in. He wouldn't accept that because he was like, everyone's doing it.
But somehow we all got sponsored through there. So my first board that came out for Veriflex, really cool, but I didn't get to draw the graphics. And then I ended up skating for Madrid, and that was my first time I got to do my own graphics.
The Joker board for Madrid. That's how he saw himself. Like, I'm just a joke here. I'm just the guy dancing in the corner.
Graphics, I think John is an amazing brander, you know, a quality maker of personas in his skateboard graphics.
Everything Lucero does is, it's got a little story to it.
So I drew Mike Smith's graphics, I drew Bob Schmelzer's graphics, and started working on the ads, and it was like I've done it my whole life, and I could do it from the get-go. I had this opportunity for me and Jeff to ride for Schmidt Sticks.
And John's gonna do the art and revamp the company.
My board and Jeff's were like top selling boards. A couple years we did that, and I was making like $15,000 a month, you know? And I just go, I'm gonna start my own company. Oh man, 25 years later, I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but.
Lucero really is the ground floor of the skater-owned and operated skateboard company.
Well, I started Lucero Limited in 1988. I had no clue, I had no idea, I had no plan, I had no really anything other than, yeah, I could do this, man.
And Lucero started the label, baby. And the rest is just beer-soaked floors and piss-stained couches and history.
His skateboarding may have sparked it, but his longevity of representing and showing people what skateboarding means in your heart, he owns.
My knees are ruined, my back is blown out. I have a hard time walking. I'm gonna have a hard time getting up out of this chair in a second. And it's all because of skateboarding, and it all feels so good. It just feels so good to know that you're a skateboarder and that's it.